But if I'm being honest, there's really only one thing that I have done consistently over the past 6 years with every novel I've written that pushes me through that first draft. Hey guys, I'm Michelle. Welcome back to my channel. If writing workshops and traditional publishing talk are your thing, please consider subscribing. So yesterday kicked off the first day of NaNoWriMo, and for those of you who are participating, I hope it's going well. I've shared this in some of my writing vlogs, but while this year is going to be the first time I actually participate in NaNoWriMo, it's definitely not the first time I've written a book in a month before. In fact, just this last September, I wrote not one but 2 novels in 4 weeks. They were both middle grade novels with that nice short and sweet word count, but the total word count was still about 60,000. In addition to writing my own novels, I also do a lot of ghostwriting for a living, so speed is pretty essential for me. Another thing you'll know if you watched my vlogs is that I really like to experiment with writing hacks that help you with your speed. Things like writing sprints and documenting your word count, summarizing scenes before you actually write them. I even bought an Alpha Smart, all hoping that it would help me become a faster writer, and most of those things have helped me a ton. But if I'm being honest, there's really only one thing that I have done consistently over the past 6 years with every novel I've written that pushes me through that first draft. The thing is, no matter how much planning and prepping and outlining I've done, I know I'm going to hit some roadblocks during a draft. Something about the character arc feels off, or there's a little plot hole, or there's a gigantic plot hole, or I realize halfway through that I have no idea what my antagonist actually wants. Some of the problems are small and some of them are big, but honestly, when the clock is ticking and I've got a deadline to meet, every issue I run into feels enormous and insurmountable. I can't move on until I figure out how to not only solve the problem, but then also go back and rewrite and fix it, and that's when I'm not fast drafting anymore. I'm stuck in the swamp. So here's what I do. I call it the match list and the scratch list. If you've downloaded my revision game plan, then you've already seen this. And if you haven't downloaded it, you're welcome to grab a copy. I'll put it in the link below, but honestly, you don't need it. You just need 2 sheets of paper or 2 new documents. Don't do this in your manuscript document. It's really important that you keep them separate. Let's start with the match list. The match list is everything that excites you about this first draft. The match list is a reminder of that spark, the thing about the initial idea that made you want to write this entire novel to begin with. Ideally, you'll start this before you actually start drafting, but if you've already started drafting, no worries, you can start it now. Just write down everything you're obsessed with in this story and keep it going as you're drafting. When you write a perfect line of dialogue, or you come up with a new plot twist, or you finish writing this emotionally draining scene that left you sobbing, add all of that to your list. Write down how you feel about your own writing, how amazed you are by your own words. And on those days where you're feeling stuck or unmotivated, or you can't even remember why you started writing this novel to begin with, go back and look at this match list. Read through it to remind you of how much fire is already in your novel. Now, on the other hand, the scratch list is gonna be all the stuff that is bugging you. Awkward turns of phrase that you just cannot get right. Scenes that feel flat and pointless, but you don't know what's missing. A big reveal that you totally forgot to set up back in chapter 2. Trust me, the act of writing these problems down and getting your grievances out of your head and onto paper is gonna help you in 2 ways. One, once you write it down, the problem is probably not going to seem so epic and unfixable. 2, you will have, pardon the pun, scratched your itch, your compulsion to go back and fix it. You wrote the problem down. You maybe even wrote down a few potential solutions. Cool, it's done, it's off your plate for now, you can get back to drafting and worry about it later. The really cool part about the scratch list is that once you're done with your first draft, it's basically a decently organized edit letter that you can use to help make your first round of revisions not seem so daunting. All you gotta do is go through your list and fix all the issues that you pointed out. That's it. It works if you do it, I promise. If you found this video helpful, of course, I would appreciate it if you hit that like button. And please let me know how your drafting is coming along in the comments below. That's it for this video. I will see you guys Friday with another writing vlog, and I hope you have a great week. Bye.